take two on the season premiere. From the Mount Ida campus of UMass Amherst in Newton, Mass., this is NJCAA men's basketball here on LSP. Today, it's the MassBay Buccaneers with a record of 1-1, 0-1 in Region 21 play, taking on the CCRI Knights with a record of 2-3 and 2-1 in Region 21 play. Good evening, everybody. Sam Feely here with you, ready to bring you the play-by-play story. Saeed Vasugi is on camera. We are back again for another season of NJCAA, mostly MassBay basketball here on LSP. And MassBay trying to shake off the big loss last time out to Massasoit. And the opening tip goes out of bounds, and it will be MassBay ball. So despite the towering frame of CCRI's Tyreek Gonzalez, we will have MassBay possession to start the game. Spot up three in the corner is an air ball, and that goes out of bounds to CCRI. CCRI in green and MassBay in white. And again, this is the first game of the season here on LSP. It was going to be last week between Holyoke and MassBay. However, an accident on I-90, which thankfully Holyoke's bus was not involved in, prevented the Cougars from getting to the game in a timely fashion. And that game will be rescheduled for a future date. First bucket of the game goes to CCRI. Henry Robinson with the deuce to start the game for the Knights. Steal, it's picked off by Kobe Fife, wearing his namesake's number 24, and he gets the steal and the easy transition layup, 4-0. Kicked out to the elbow, now along the baseline, out to the free throw line. Good ball movement here from just inside the arc. That'll rattle home for the first points of the game for MassBay, going to Josh DeJesus. 4-2 our scores. DeJesus picks up the first bucket for the Bucks. Had a bit of a late start to our setup tonight because of another team's practice before this game, so we're just filling things in as we go here on the stat sheet. So, mad apologies if I call your favorite player's name a little late, but that is stolen from Nino Boykins, and that'll be a steal and a transition layup for Jafar Berry, and that elicits a timeout out of CCRI. Interesting early timeout call by the Knights. I mean, is that enough of a sign for the Knights, do you think, that after getting four to start, the first four to start the game, MassBay coming back with four? See, just a $147 into the first half, and we're level at 4. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Sponsor our content for as little as $25, whether you want to promote a business or event or send a message of support to a player, team, or coach. You can email samfeelypbp@gmail.com for more information. Got our traditional Who You Got poll going on right now. Drop those votes in the chat if you think MassBay is going to win, or if it's going to be CCRI, or if you just hope both teams have a good time, in which case we all know you're lying. It's our broadcast, we make the rules, folks. Off the inbounds, immediately deflected out of bounds, but CCRI maintains possession. Good hip-to-hip defense up the court on the far side by Malcolm Morris. CCRI able to get the ball into the front court. However, that shot is no good. Second opportunity, however, for Fife Dog is good. Much like Scott Van Pelt, I do use Fife Dog's from the Tribe Called Quest. His classic line microphone check 1, 2. What is this? Well, I'm not only 5 feet. The assassin with a roughneck, but you can get it. Fife with a rebound. Use that as my mic check, you know. CCRI back in front out after the early timeout and looking to extend the lead back up to 4. Unable to muscle that one through. Fife can't tap it home. And drawing the contact here, making his way up court, or was that an offensive foul? It was not. Michael Corbin able to draw the foul after picking up the rebound for MassBay and slow down. He's making his way up court. So MassBay will be forced to reset, and Morris goes into the corner for Barry. Back out to Morris, glances off his foot, but MassBay retains possession as DeJesus was in the right place at the right time. He gets a screen, puts on the brakes, finds Morris back into the corner for Corbin, who airballs the runner. It's Braden Dunbar, by the way, the man in the middle for MassBay. Number 4 in your programs, number 1 in your hearts. Spot up three is good. And now Darrell Hilliard wants a timeout as Henry Robinson cans that three. Nine for our score, CCRI on top. I'm still filling in things as we go here on the stat sheet, but we want to thank everybody for tuning in for the first game of the season here on LSP. And we will not have Tuesday's game, kind of a tough game to miss there, unfortunately. A rematch of the Region 21 quarterfinals between MassBay and Bunker Hill, in which MassBay upset the Bulldogs on the road with Chris Randall Lithgow's three at the buzzer, sending MassBay to the semifinals, where they, like pretty much everyone else Northern Essex faced, succumbed to the Northern Essex Knights in the semifinals at Holyoke back in March. But that'll be a fun game to see. You're going to have to see it in person, however, unless Adam Nelson Company are able to fire up the backup stream. But that game will be here at Mount Ida, but coverage won't be here on LSP. Folks, I'm back at Fenway. I'm doing football at Fenway Tuesday evening. Got Tech Boston and Brighton doing PA, and thanks so much to Avery Esdale for allowing me to another chance to do PA for football at America's most beloved ballpark. I've worked football and hockey at Fenway, never baseball. I wonder if they'll bring hurling back to Fenway ever. What's hurling? Hurling is hurling. The sport. 3.5 minutes gone by here in the first half, and MassBay trailing 9-4. Here is Dunbar, kicks it out to Morris. Into the corner for a spot up three. That is front iron, no good. And the rebound to the Knights. Here comes Fife, no! Easy layup, back iron, no good. Barry with the rebound. Back the other way comes Barry, fakes the pass into the right corner, now swung out to Dunbar for three. No, but out of nowhere comes Corbin for the rebound. Corbin, no. Rebound Robinson. Just outside the key, Fife. There you go. 6 now for Kobe. And CCRI into double digits, 11-4, not 900, 11-4. That 11-4. There you go. OBS just had an update the other day. Just inside the arc, jump ball. And we'll have a sub here for MassBay, as that's Barry coming off, and coming on for the Bucks will be Ryan Carroll. (11-4) CCRI on top of MassBay. Jancel Hayes has been active early, particularly on the defensive end. Now whistle. And a foul on the Bucks. Again, as I was alluding to, he had a little bit of a late start because of a practice just before ending right at 5 o'clock. So everybody, including yours truly, is trying to get caught up as quickly as possible, as the first free throw is good for Robinson, who just drew the foul on Dunbar. That would be his first. 12-4 with the free throw pending, and a lane violation will give possession to MassBay. So no free throw there for Robinson, and MassBay gets possession. 12-4. The free throw went in, right? It just, I'm sure of that. It's not put up on the scoreboard yet. Or did mine eyes deceive me? Maybe I'm just going on autopilot. Dunbar with the hop step, pivot, nope. Rebound to Kurt Caesar. There's the free throw now on the gym scoreboard. And we got an offensive foul drawn by MassBay. Boykins with the charge. Putting himself in the line of fire was Anthony Johnson for the Bucks. Dunbar skies to haul in that pass. Now down low for Johnson. Kicks it out, nope, intercepted. Steal for Hayes. Loses the handle, and it will go out of bounds. It'll remain with CCRI. Into the corner. Slowed down here, but given back to Robinson. Now kick back out, head faking the three is Garcia, and he'll go to the line for two. Robbins Garcia will draw the foul, go to the line for two, and I believe they got Johnson, I guess? Yeah, Johnson on the foul. So both teams with two fouls to their names. And the first free throw for Garcia is no good. LSP has something for everyone since 2011. Sports, live events, pet sitting and walking, tech help, errands, and more. You can find us on Thumbtack by email me at samfeelypbp@gmail.com. All the information you need is in our link tree. Facebook, YouTube, PayPal, Prairie Spring, LSP 37. Easiest part. Just remember LSP 37. Why 37? Well, why 27 for Weird Al? I don't know. Rebound by Henry Robinson. So we are at 13-4. CCRI, and now 15-4. An easy little layup for Hayes. MassBay's only win, by the way, was against the Eastern Nazarene JV squad. But Dunbar picks up the deuce there to finally stop this scoring drought for MassBay, which it was an 11-0 run for CCRI since that early timeout. It shows what I know about calling a timeout that early. Remember, that's why I'm down here, pretending to know what I'm talking about for money. Speaking of which, that's on a shirt you can buy at the LSP store on Spring, along with all this other great merch. You can also email me directly if you'd like to buy a digital or DVD copy of most past LSP video broadcasts. All the cool kids are doing it. 15-6 our score, CCRI to inbound into the corner, and now kicked out to Boykins. Swung around to Garcia. So 1 of 2 at the line on that trip just now. Here's Caesar, will drive over 3 defenders and drew the foul. They get Carroll on that one, and that'll be foul number 4 on the Bucks. First free throw is good for Caesar. Second one drops and barely moves the twine in the process. 4 fouls now on the Bucks, 2 on CCRI. 17-6 our score. And another steal. Turnovers piling up like a half a ton of garbage. This time Barry able to secure the rebound, bring it the other way for MassBay. Extra pass into the corner for DeJesus. No. Weak side rebound, maybe strong side rebound, I don't know. All the guys down there for Johnson, and that's blocked from behind away from Dunbar. We'll stay with the Bucks with 16 to shoot, and we'll have a change as Corbin is going to come back in for MassBay and replace Johnson. Into the corner for Corbin. Drives the baseline, leans in, no, rims out. And an underhand pass after the rebound by Caesar to start the offense the other way for CCRI. Out to Boykins, and then back out to the top of the circle for Caesar. Garcia down low. Picking up the assist. Basket by Elijah Tavares. I believe that was Tavares, yeah. Regardless, 19-6, but finally MassBay getting back in the score column, but the hole has been getting deeper here. 19-8, CCRI at another timeout with about 8.5 gone by here in the first half. LSP's next broadcast will be 2 weeks from today, November 30th, same time, same YouTube channel. Be MassBay hosting UCAP in NJCAA Region 21 men's basketball action. You can watch the game for free, live and on demand here on the LSP YouTube channel, and then get in touch with me if you'd like to buy a digital or DVD copy. 19-8 our score, 11:28 to go in the first half. MassBay trailing 19-8. When the game was against Holyoke last Thursday was postponed, the MassBay players were frustrated. Like they were itching to play. They were really itching to play, and you know, I know the joke about, hey, you know, canceled plans can, you know, create a high that, you know, no drug can compare to, but you know, I guess that's for the introverts of life. But you know, for, you know, competitive athletes, you want to play, you want to get that out of your system, and unfortunately held up, and then, you know, just got, you know, unfortunately ran into a buzzsaw called the Massasoit Warriors in the following game. Another layup here, and nearly a turnover. No rest for the weary. Elijah Tavares couple of deuces and nearly a steal, but in transition, Dunbar picks up his second field goal. MassBay finally into double digits at 21-10. Just under 9 minutes gone by. Front iron for Boykins, then kick back out for a three that is good. Dante James making his presence felt, and the Knights getting contributions up and down the roster as they lead 24-10. Another sub here for MassBay. Malcolm Morris checking back in, and who's going to come out is the question. Looks like it's going to be DeJesus. A very deep rotation right now for MassBay. Got some players on the bench, including Jack Randlett, but we've only seen 7 players dressed to come into this point. The depth, obviously, in CCRI's favor right now as James picks up the steal and taps it out to Garcia. Garcia working on Barry, but and will be out of bounds on James, I believe they said. He's on the line there, but is a turnover nonetheless of some persuasion and it'll be MassBay ball. Morris. Carroll, 3, no. Skying for the rebound and bring it down is Garcia. Kicks it out to Boykins. Boykins will drive against his much taller number 4 counterpart, Dunbar. This might be Dunbar's mini-me in that regard, I guess. Side iron no good on the 3, but Boykins there for the rebound. Not like Boykins is exactly short as former NBA star Earl Boykins, but MassBay again extending the lead, and a timeout once again called by MassBay. CCRI extending the lead. MassBay, another timeout. A little more than halfway through this first half, 26-10. Knights on top. Reminder that advertising opportunities are available on LSP. You can sponsor our content for as little as $25 a spot, whether you want to promote a business, product, or event, or want to send a message of support to a player, team, or coach. Email samfeelypbp@gmail.com for all the deets. 26-10 our score. CCRI will give you the full breakdown of points at halftime. Again, just catching up, filling up my stat sheet here with the delayed start to the pregame and everything, but play on the court has told the story probably quite adequately. Adequately? I don't know, man. CCRI began the game up 4-0. MassBay, a couple quick buckets, tied at 4. CCRI called a timeout, and it has been all CCRI since. A 22-6 run since that timeout, which actually started as an 11-0 run by CCRI. MassBay just barely able to get it over the timeline, but James with another steal and the outlet pass and the layup for Nino Boykins. Boykins out of nowhere nearly picked off Morris from behind. Whistle out of bounds will stay with MassBay despite the pleas of the CCRI staff. DeJesus back in the game for Morris, and Mackay Nicholas is going to check in as well for MassBay. In the corner, it will be Corbin to inbound, and here's DeJesus. 13 to shoot for the Bucks. Dunbar hands it off to Nicholas. Now DeJesus with 3 to shoot, and he committed an offensive foul. 5th foul now on the Bucks. It sure was, in fact, DeJesus who committed a charge or award of some kind. Wasn't an illegal screen by one of his teammates. Just inside the arc. Well, James will kick it out instead. And now here's Boykins. Hanging off. Pass stolen by DeJesus. Transition bucket, no. Rebound tapped for the stick back by Dunbar. 28-12, 16 points. Being down 16 in the first half, while a 16-point deficit isn't insurmountable, but CCRI, well, hey, another turnover as DeJesus picks up the steal, outlets it to Corbin for the deuce. 2 steals on 2 consecutive possessions for DeJesus, and MassBay now within 14. Boykins airballs that one and goes out of bounds. And the CCRI coaches have seen enough. And we're going to see Fife, Robinson, and Hayes. Yeah, Fife, Robinson, and Hayes all come back in at the same time for CCRI to try and prevent the dam from breaking here. DeJesus on Boykins, drives, adds some space, and takes it. Give him an inch, he'll take a mile, right? 28-16, 4-possession game. That's the way you want to look at it if you're a MassBay fan. Backing in, cross-court pass to Boykins, and back out to Hayes. Directing traffic, 13 to shoot, gets a screen. Hayes, Thompson was calling for it, gives it to him, 8 seconds to shoot. Deep three, and there is DeJesus taking over this game for the Bucks. Little skip to my Lou action, and the deuce. It is the Josh DeJesus show right now. MassBay within 10, 28-18. Step back three, air ball again. MassBay with a chance to get it back within single digits on this possession. DeJesus kicks it out. Carroll into the corner. Now Carroll on the cut. And it was tapped away from behind by Fife, so it'll stay with MassBay. Crucial call there in favor of MassBay. Look, from here, looked like it was completely off of Carroll. That is not the case. Nearly stolen, but Corbin, air ball. Boykins brings it the other way, nearly picked off from behind, drops it off for the deuce for Tavares. That'll stem the tide a little bit there. CCRI 30, MassBay 18, under 6 minutes to go. Putting on the brakes to DeJesus. Where did all this come from all of a sudden from Josh DeJesus? 30-20. Silent for much of the half until this little spurt that the Bucks have been on. Hayes towards the MassBay bench into the corner. 10 to shoot. Wild layup, and they get a block or an offensive foul. Oh, they signaling Nicholas with the block. Well, anyways, Robinson back to the line. And that will put CCRI in the 1-1 for the rest of the half, starting with the next MassBay foul. Under 5.5 to go. DeJesus into double figures. At what point do you just clear out and ISO him for the rest, or however long it takes? I don't know. A lot of traffic there as he made his way into the lane, then he dropped it off for the layup for Robinson. Tough defense by MassBay, and they couldn't prevent the bucket after all. Under 5 minutes to go. DeJesus. Here's Carroll for three. Yes! DeJesus with the assist. Offense flows through him, clearly. Little cradle, no look, drop off in the rebound by Dunbar. MassBay back within single digits, actually. Nice little move there by DeJesus, but didn't lose his man. MassBay back within single digits after that three by Carroll. Here is DeJesus. Hey, take what you can get. If that did go in, but the rebound and the stick back for Corbin. Timeout CCRI. LSP has something for everyone for over a decade. Sports, live events, pet sitting and walking, tech help, errands, and more. Find us on Thumbtack, buy our Magic the Gathering cards on TCG Player. All that information can be found at Linktree, LSP37. Or you can email me, yours truly, your friendly neighborhood loudmouth, samfeelypbp@gmail.com for all the deets. CCRI ball out of their third time out of the half. Robinson, Fife, off to a good start, has been kind of quiet since. Tip back is going to be good. I'm not sure that's going to be for, who that's going to be, whether it's going to be for Robinson. Or it's going to be for Robinson or Gonzalez. No clear signal, but a steal by Corbin after Gonzalez's rebound. And now we got a whistle. Referee's going over to the scores deck to check this. I'm going to put it down for Gonzalez for now. But again, I will check everything during her copious free time at halftime. 13 to shoot for MassBay. DeJesus. Oh, stumble here by Dunbar with Gonzalez on his back. Three ball by DeJesus, no. And the rebound goes to Hayes. 36-27, under 3.5 to go. Rebound and the stick in for Gonzalez. (38-27), lead back up to double digits for CCRI. DeJesus. Dunbar faked the three, now extra pass into the corner for Nicholas with the floater, no. Gonzalez draws the foul on the rebound. So that will be foul number 7 on MassBay. This will be 1-1 for Tyreek. Cans the first one. Gonzalez only averages 2.25 points a game. He's only up to 5. The second one missed, the rebound by CCRI, but the stick back was not there. The rebound to DeJesus. Now a contact here in front of the scorer's desk, and that's going to be a CCRI. That's only the third foul of the half on CCRI. Maybe one of the things that frustrating the MassBay contingent. Lack of fouls on the Knights, but to be fair, CCRI has been doing a better job, especially earlier in the half, of attacking down low, and that's where you're going to draw a lot of fouls on the defense. MassBay has been a little more spread out and backed up on their offensive attack. Not taking a whole lot of shots from right around the cup, and with a guy like Gonzalez reaching up in front of you, how could you, right? Spot up three, just barely glanced off the front iron, and it'll go out of bounds off of Carroll to stay with CCRI. At 39-27 our score. Have an awkward pass there. Inbound. DeJesus was hip to hip with Hayes, and Hayes had his back turned from where the ball was, and turnover to MassBay with 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Can they get the deficit back down to single digits before halftime? I think that would be a good spot to be in for the Bucks if they can get there. Rebound out of nowhere by Corbin, who kicks it back out for a three by DeJesus. Lucky number 13 for Josh. Oh, massive foul there down low. Foul's is on the Bucks, but we got a player down here for MassBay. Oh boy. Johnson is hurt. Maybe a little slippage after he's definitely favored. He's able to hobble off here at the very least, but see that affects the Bucks further down the line. Just going back on the I'm just going back on the replay of the that particular moment. But we'll worry about later. All right, 1-1 here. to quite literally add insult to injury, it is the fouls on Johnson. It's two shots here. 8 fouls. It's a shooting fouls because all will go off. Hayes misses the first one, and Fife is back on. So 8 fouls now on the Bucks. Second free throw is no good. 39-30, the rebound by Carroll. In the corner, then lob back out to DeJesus. Extra pass to Carroll. Back to DeJesus. Spot up three. Oh, tough in and out there for Barry. Aiden Flynn, by the way, is on the court for the first time for MassBay, number 33 in white. Oh, foul on the Bucks. And it's on Carroll. That'll be his second. Hayes was just gliding to the rim there. Missed the layup entirely, but got bailed out by a foul call, and Hayes back to the line for 2. He makes the first of these after being 0 for 2 on his last trip. So 40-30 our score. One more free throw pending for Hayes. That one is good. Double bonus now for the last 1 minute of this first half. For CCRI. Corbin. Stolen away from Flynn. Hayes thought about it, but just decided not to end up on the not top 10 and changed his mind in midair, able to get the layup. Ooh, looked like a bit of a bump there, and an offensive foul initially on that play at the top of the arc, but 33.8 to go. He MassBay ball on the foul by Hayes. Only the first foul on Hayes and only the fourth foul of the half on CCRI. 13-second difference between the shot and game clock. Nicholas with the head fake, the runner rolls out. That's another thing that's been preventing MassBay from cutting into this deficit. It's like at least the third time they've had a great look either from the arc or on a runner as that's blocked. That just did not get a friendly roll at all. Here comes CCRI with a chance for a bucket before the buzzer. Poked away from behind by Barry and then tied up. Whoa, easy big fella. Hayes and Barry getting tied up there. The jump ball will give possession to MassBay. 13-point game in favor of CCRI. 5.2 seconds for MassBay to go the length of the court. Some late subs here for CCRI as it'll be DeJesus to trigger the inbound, who lobs it in to Corbin with the runner, and that'll be good for the last bucket of the first half. Now, MassBay unable to get the lead back down to single digits or two possessions or whatever, but they looked like it was going to be a much deeper hole than it was. And it ends up being here at the half. 43-32, CCRI on top of MassBay. Take a timeout. Back in about 14 minutes for the second half from Mount Ida in Newton, Mass. This is NJCAA men's basketball here on LSP. Welcome back to the second half of NJCAA men's basketball here on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from the Mount Ida campus of UMass Amherst in Newton, Mass, alongside Saeed Vasugi on camera. CCRI on top of MassBay, 43-32. As we get the second half underway, just checking the other games underway in Region 21 right now. Looks like Bristol is up big on Springfield Tech at the half. Quincy and Northern Essex, battle of unbeatens. They are level at 34, I believe I saw on the score bug at the half of that game. And of course, Northern Essex losing only once in the regular season before falling in the NJCAA D3 National Tournament. It'll be interesting to see if Quincy can hand them an early L on the road tonight. As for the game you are watching right now, CCRI and MassBay, 13 for MassBay's Josh DeJesus. Got 8 for Corbin, 6 for Dunbar, 2 for Barry, 3 for Carroll. For CCRI, 6 for Hayes. Man, just to my right, Henry Robinson, who's about to inbound it, has 5, 6, 8, 10. Terry Gonzalez with 5. And CCRI with possession to begin the second half. Gonzalez with the rebound. Poked away, but able to maintain possession are the Knights. Gliding in, straight up. There's the call there, so no foul, but that will be a foul on Dunbar, and that's going to be his third. They not get Dunbar? Wow, okay. It looked like Dunbar was the one who made contact. Maybe just, I guess, a blessing in disguise that it was Corbin who got the call there. That's only his first. But 9 fouls called on MassBay in the first half compared to just 4 on CCRI. Well, I did allude to how CCRI was attacking the basket a lot more than CCRI was attacking the basket a lot more than the MassBay had in the first half. And again, that's where you're going to get the bulk of the defensive foul calls. 2 of 2 at the line. 45-32, and Morris just airmailed that ball out of bounds. Easy turnover for CCRI, and here's Hayes. Boykins with the floater, front iron, no. Rebound battled for, collected by Hayes, and he will go to the line. So no rest for the weary as the fouls continue to pile up, along with the turnovers too. Like a half a ton of garbage in the back of a red VW microbus with the shovels and rakes and implements of destruction. Hi, Katrina, I love you. I subject her to Alice's restaurant on loop this time of year. Anyways, second foul on Corbin, and 2 more free throws for Robinson, who cans the first one. And cans the second one. Back to the church on Thanksgiving. I was putting together the who you got poll. I was trying to make the third option instead of I just hope both teams have fun. Who you got? Thanksgiving dinner that couldn't be beat. That's a steal and a layup that can't be beat for Kobe Fife. Whistle, and actually Fife is hurt here. I got hurt on the landing, so and I mean it's also going to be a timeout called by MassBay, so it works out for Fife after all, but obviously a tough spot there for Kobe. He actually had a really good start to this game. Kind of slowed down there. Thought he was going to take over early, but he's now got 8 points and unofficially 2 steals and 2 rebounds. Only stat count I have official right now is points, but Kobe's going to be able to walk off here over to the bench. And 1:17 gone by here in the second half. Do this every sport, every game it seems. And CCRI, not wasting any time, and up 17 here. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Sponsor our content for as little as $25, whether you want to promote a business, product, or event, or send a message of support to a player, team, or coach. Email samfeelypbp@gmail.com for all the deets. You can also hire us to work your next live event, maybe walk your dog, walk your cat, I don't know, tech help, errands, more. Or buy our Magic the Gathering cards, Thumbtack and TCG Player, and all the information you need for our services and everything else we have to offer is at a Linktree, LSP37, because you can email me. And here's a gratuitous merch plug. With the holiday season come up, get yourself a shirt that tells everyone what we already know. I pretend to know what I'm talking about for money, right? Or some stuff with my dog, Tina, the Longarine on it. There's a lot of stuff available at the LSP store on spring. All right, 1:17 gone by here in the first half, and hole starting to get a little deeper here for the Bucks. Well, by the way, all that merch you can also check out directly from the LSP YouTube page as well. Don't forget to subscribe. Linktree, Facebook, YouTube, PayPal, Creator Spring, LSP37. After a one and done for MassBay, easy transition with Gonzalez getting the assist to Boykins. MassBay tried to make a run a couple of times in that first half with Josh DeJesus largely in the middle of it, but CCRI on the, able to get some separation as that behind the back pass to DeJesus for the free. No good. Rebound. Hayes slows it down here at the elbow. Back out to midcourt. Boykins bounces off of Corbin. And sloppy pass there, picked off by Morris. Boykins a little poke there, but DeJesus bails him out. Cross-court pass now into the corner. Corbin front iron, no good. And the rebound by Robinson. 51-32. Can CCRI get their lead to 20 for the first time? Offensive foul. This time, Dunbar able to stand his ground. Draw the charge on Hayes for his second. Two fouls in the half on MassBay and one on CCRI. And Gonzalez is going to pick up a foul here. It's only the first on Gonzalez. And remember, there were only 4 fouls called on CCRI the entire first half. .253 gone by, second half. Spot up three, not able to draw the foul, but able to can his second three of the game is DeJesus. 51-35, DeJesus right on top of Hayes. Hayes with the Euro step, no, and the steal by Dunbar. Back the other way for the layup for Corbin. Timeout Knights. One of those little runs I was talking about in the first half that MassBay would go on to, hang around here, but CCRI would eventually be able to get that separation back. What will it take for MassBay to get the extra gear they need to maybe make this big comeback? They've trailed by as many as 19 in this game. LSP's next broadcast 2 weeks from tonight. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel as MassBay hosts UCAP in NJCAA Region 21. Men's basketball action. Watch the game live and on demand for free, mind you, here on the this here YouTube channel. And shoot me an email if you'd like to buy a digital or DVD copy of most past LSP video broadcasts. And there's all that merch there. Spring, waiting for you, just an email away. 51-37. CCRI on top. CCRI looking to go to 3-1 in Region 21 play on the season, and MassBay looking for the first Region 21 win. We'll win the season for the Bucks to this point. Let's win over the Eastern Nazarene JV squad. Quick look at the other games going on right now in Region 21, if I can get a score. I'll take a look at that later, I guess, as we're back to live action. You know, doing my Kevin Harlan impression. I'm calling both games. Kick out, long three, no. Weak side rebound and drawing the foul and go to line for two. Tavares, he actually got off to a hot start, Tavares, but cooled off towards the end of the second half. But Tavares has 8, now a chance to get to double figures. So Corbin has racked up the first 3 fouls of the half on MassBay. Tavares front irons the first one. Classic announcer jinx, I know. That rattles home. (52-37). Tavares now sitting on 9 points. Here's to Jesus, cross-court pass. Barry in the corner for Dunbar. Now another cross-court pass to DeJesus for 3. Third 3 of the game for DeJesus. His last 3 field goals have all been threes. CCRI able to answer with Kurt Caesar. (55-40). Saw both arms go up for that for one official. They only put a 2 up there. We'll see, we'll sell that later. Boykins with the steal, and now the head fake just inside the arc that rattles home for 2. 6 now for Boykins. And I'll point out what it has on the scoreboard for now. I thought it was a 3, but this is out of bounds. Have a sub here as Carroll's back in the game. So Caesar, you get credit for a 2 there, I guess. I don't have a single, I mean, maybe shouldn't be too surprised considering there are only 4 fouls on CCRI, but MassBay hasn't attempted a free throw this game. The steal by Dunbar and the outlet to DeJesus. Hard to win games when you can't get any free throws at all, but Morris with the steal in his first field goal. And MassBay hanging around here, 56-44. Boykins lost the handle, picked up by DeJesus, hip to hip with Garcia and gets the layup. Ten-point game, 56-46, and Garcia nearly carried 2. DeJesus, it's early. It's only the 3rd game of the season, but he's a winner. He wants to win. Long 2, back iron, no good. Carroll with a rebound, but turns it immediately over to Garcia. Big 3, deep 3, no. Nearly went out of bounds. And the rebound by Tavares, and he drew the foul on Dunbar. Fourth foul now on MassBay. It's the 3rd on Dunbar, so he'll come off. And Johnson's back on the floor as DeJesus is being relentless on his man Torres. Torres has it, steps inside the arc, kind of an awkward deflection here, but able to get the pass down low, and then the extra pass to Caesar for 2 on the assist from James. 58-46. Johnson looking for an outlet, gets it to Morris. Down low, foul. This is going to be the first free throws of the game for the Bucks. The foul's on Caesar, it's his first. It's the third of the half on CCRI. Boy, it's like they've shot 100 free throws, right? Johnson, silky smooth on the first. 58-47. Caesar comes off. Johnson back irons the second free throw. And James able to get the rebound, but the steal by Carroll. DeJesus! 58-49. When was the last time MassBay was within single digits? Traveling on the Knights. Morris. Drew the foul on Boykins. That'll be Boykins' second. Fourth of the half on CCRI, already matching their total from the first half, the first 7-16. Morris. Johnson turns it immediately over to Robinson. A chance for MassBay to cut it to a 2-possession game for naught. They get it back though. Johnson gets the rebound. Morris! The MassBay fans are loving it. MassBay within 7. And a foul on Barry somehow. 5th foul on the Bucks. Oh. Hilliard was thinking of bring Dunbar in, but instead he'll let the play go on. Robinson in the corner, backing in. It's a much smaller Barry, and a foul on the Bucks. It's on Carroll, it's his third. So that'll be the 6th foul on MassBay. First free throw's good for Hayes. Corbin comes back in for Carroll. Second free throw, no good, but the rebound of the stick back for Kobe Fife. 3-point play, and CCRI back up by 10. Now a steal by Gonzalez. Spin move will be a travel instead. CCRI in the 1-and-1 now the rest of the way. Inbound pass comes to Morris, and Boykins was all over him, and he picks up his third. Fifth foul now on CCRI. Morris will trigger the inbound this time. 8:15 gone by second half. DeJesus. Get by his defender, one-handed layup. (61-53). Morris takes a poke at it, but is he able to maintain possession? Now Hayes on the deck, ball still loose. Oh, we got, no, oh please, guys, it's a bad touch. MassBay clearly not happy about some motion there. DeJesus is especially upset. Officials try to get everyone separated. I think they just called a tech on Robinson. We'll see if we can get this all sorted out here. It's clear some jaw gymnastics between both teams in that sequence, but I think the only one who got teed up was Robinson. A technical foul also counts as a personal foul, and that would be Robinson's second. Michael, I don't know what the resolution though is of the of that tie ball. Was it a jump ball or what? Well, right now we have DeJesus taking the technical free throws, and he makes it. These are only free throws 3 and 4 of the game for the Bucks, and DeJesus sinks both. We have a two-possession game. It's a jump ball, so it should be MassBay ball. So CCRI unable to get the timeout, but I'm sure MassBay would be hoping, hey, that should have been a travel in that sequence, but regardless, it's MassBay ball off the possession arrow. And one for Corbin. What a turn of events. They got Gonzalez for the foul. It's his second. And the free throw missed. That would have made it a one-possession game for the first time. It was what, 6-4? Corbin guilty of the foul here. And that's his fourth. Corbin had no fouls at all in the first half, and he's picked up 4 in the first 9 minutes here. This will be a 1-and-1 for Fife as Carroll comes in. Fife makes the first free throw. Fife misses the second, and a jump ball as DeJesus got the rebound, but CCRI was able to tie it up, and they have the possession arrow now. Gonzalez in the corner against Dunbar. No. Weak side rebound. No for Robinson. Dunbar comes away with it somehow. and draws a foul. Well, this will be 1-1 for what it's worth for Dunbar. So the foul is on I was going to say, it's like, that can't possibly be. I think they got the fouls, messed up there. All right. It wasn't only the first foul on Gonzalez, but it was his third. And Dunbar makes the first. But misses the second. Gonzalez with the rebound. CCRI actually has 8 fouls now. So both teams the 1-1 the rest of the way. Kicked out to Robinson against Carroll. Great defense by Carroll. Robinson gets it back. Down low, Leaner, no. Rebound, tap back to Hayes. Robinson out of nowhere, no. Gonzalez gets the rebound, no. And Robinson will finally go to the line after all that. How many chances was that? Like 5, 6? I don't know, but Robinson, this will be 2 shots. It's a shooting foul. And DeJesus picks up his second foul. So 8 fouls aside, DeJesus with his second. 2 here for Robinson. First one's good. 63-58. Robinson able to sink both. The lead is back up to 6, 64-58. And we are just now about to hit the halfway mark of this second half with both teams at 8 fouls. From the elbow, it's DeJesus. (64-60). Robinson hands it off. Boykins, he hands it off. Fife, stolen. Morris, coast to coast for the layup. One possession game, 64-62. Wow. Dunbar is down, and complicating matters was Tavares, who was hoping to get the weak side rebound. That shot was missed. Came in and might have clipped him with his knee in the back of his head, but inadvertent. But that is foul number 4 now on Ryan Carroll. I believe it's going to be 2 shots here for Garcia. I think, no, it's not, just the one. Okay. I thought it was a shooting foul, but anyways, double bonus the rest of the way now for CCRI. DeJesus, you gotta be kidding me! We are tied! Boykins, folks, there's still 9 minutes to go. Boykins kicks it out. Garcia into the corner. Boykins nearly lost it. Great defense by DeJesus. Garcia drops it off and throws it out of bounds. MassBay now has a chance to take their first lead of the game. 8.5 minutes to go. Oh, out of the reach of Dunbar and stolen by Caesar. It's our first tie since 4-4. Rebound goes out of bounds to MassBay. Hey, fielding. Just need him to. Never mind. As we can fill up my water bottle, because I'm going to need it. This is the first game of the season. Oh, whoa. Poked away from DeJesus, and it'll stay with MassBay with 17 to shoot. Pinball here in the corner. Oh, we got a foul. Got a foul on Fife. Well, have a little more time here, as we got a timeout called by CCRI. They have one timeout left. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Sponsor content for as little as $25 a spot, whether you want to promote a business, product, or event, or send a message of support to a player, team, or coach. You can email samfeelypbp@gmail.com for all those details. You can also hire us to work your next live event, or check out our other services through Thumbtack and TCG Player and everything else. Linktree, LSP37. Again, you can email me. And check out the links here on this here YouTube channel to the LSP store. You can check out our exclusive collection of merchandise, sticks, mugs, stickers, mugs, shirts, whatever, including the LSP hoodie I'm wearing right now. Some stuff with my dog on it. It's on Spring, and that's you can find that on Gmail as well. We'll see you next time. We're not going away now, but our next project is going to be 2 weeks from tonight. UCAP at MassBay right here at Mount Ida on this here YouTube channel. And don't forget to, if you're down with the sound called LSP, then follow and support us. Linktree, Facebook, YouTube, PayPal, Greater Spring, LSP37. Get to smash that subscribe button. You will not regret it. Guarantee void in Tennessee. Kind of hard to believe that there's still 8 minutes and 3 seconds left in the second half. Okay, so after that foul, both teams are in the double bonus the rest of the way. MassBay has the possession arrow. This is only the 9th foul. This is going to be 1-1 for DeJesus. Well, MassBay choosing not to put anyone on the key there. So a miss for DeJesus, the rebound by Caesar. Here's Caesar. By one defender, drops it off, and it went off his man's knee. Tavares. DeJesus, watch the timeline. He was able to. Boykins keeps his arm extended, but able to drop it off. No, in the rebound by Tavares. Caesar hands it front iron, no. Oh, it's a tough break there for Johnson. Just able to pick up the rebound, just try to hand it off as falling down. That'll be traveling, and 20 seconds to shoot for CCRI. 7:11 to go. Dropped off. Tavares. Jump ball. So I'll go to MassBay. Oh, God. Don't tempt fate, young man. First good call. Oh, my God. Now we have hit a bit of a scoring drought here, but Boykins with the steal, and no good, and layup, and another jump ball. Barry got the rebound, but the Knights able to tie it up. Adam! Back out to Boykins, 20 to shoot. Caesar. Oh, Boykins. Oh, our CCRI a little rattled by this comeback by MassBay, but MassBay hasn't been able to take the lead, and that glances off the front iron. No good. Rebound by Johnson. DeJesus. Fife is on him now. About to hit 6 minutes to go. Carroll, back out to DeJesus. Fife's down. Carroll, three, in and out. Tavares with the rebound. Fife. DeJesus cannot believe that foul call. I'm gonna need it. It's the third on DeJesus, and it's 2 shots now for Fife. CCRI finally breaks this 64-all tie. Been 64 all for 3 minutes to this point. We still haven't had a field goal since MassBay tied it. Fife able to sink both free throws, but CCRI has the lead back at 66-64. MassBay still's not led this game. Bit of turbo boost there, and now it'll be Corbin who draws the foul. So since it's 2 shots, Darrell Hilliard is going to use this time to talk to the rest of his players. Just trying to figure out who, it's on Robinson, it's his third. So 2 free throws for Corbin, who was 0 for 1 to this point, but sinks the first one. Sinks the second one, 66 all. Morris, so gracious to let Boykins cross the timeline. Screened by Robinson. Hands it off to Hayes. A foul on Corbin, that's his 5th. Wow. Well, folks, there is the first brick to fall here, and we had to figure it was going to be a war of attrition. And Corbin is not happy. He went to the locker room, but Coach Hilliard is telling his guys to get him back out here. Hayes will go to the line for 2. I understand the frustration. I sympathize absolutely with the frustration that Corbin must be feeling here. But you got to stay out there and support your teammates. First free throw was good for Hayes, and so is the second. It's been a while since we've had a field goal. Put CCRI back in front, 68-66. Both teams in the double bonus the rest of the way. Figure there's going to be more players fouling out soon. Carroll, no. Rebound tapped around, collected by Henry Robinson. Is this the part of the game where CCRI can start to open things up again? Robinson gets a screen from Gonzalez. Now Boykins, 10 to shoot. Robinson hands it off. Hayes blows by multiple defenders and gets the layup. The lead is up to 4. It's been a while since we've had CCRI leading by 2 possessions, and James was on top of DeJesus. It's called for the foul. It's only his first, but he still got surprised at the call, I guess. Oh, not a good time for MassBay to start missing free throws. Tied it at 64. Tied it at 66. Gets it back down to 1 possession. 70-67. Timeouts left. 2 for CCRI, and CCRI just called for traveling. I only had, the scoreboard was in the midst of being adjusted multiple times. So 2 timeouts left for CCRI and 3 for MassBay. DeJesus has really taken over this. Oh, wow. Oh, I was going to say, Barry was in the corner, able to kick it out to Morris. Carroll, tie game! Once again, back to where we started, 70 all. That's a 3, no. Rebound by James. Just inside the arc, no. James with another one, and he'll go to the line. Dante James, maybe in a bit of a stopgap role here to ensure, you have Robinson and Gonzalez out there, but that's number 5 on Carroll here. You want to talk about a stopgap role, who do you call on next if you're MassBay? But James doing the work that you normally expect out of Gonzalez and Robinson. A couple of big rebounds to keep the possession alive. And now a chance once again to give CCRI the lead back. 2 free throws now for James. His first 2 free throws of the game, and he misses the first one. So Carroll's fouled out, Corbin's fouled out. James misses both free throws, and the rebound to Anthony Johnson. Down low, Dunbar's blocked, out of bounds, all ball. Gonzalez was reaching all over Newton to try and haul in that last rebound on the other end, but couldn't get it. Johnson did. Now Dunbar, here's Johnson just inside the elbow, airballed. Out of bounds to CCRI. Chance there for MassBay to take their first lead, and they couldn't do it. About to hit 3 minutes to go. James, no. Who's got the rebound? It's Barry who drew a foul in the process. They got it on Robinson. That's number 4 on Henry. Jafar Berry, who only had 2 points in the first half, none yet this half. Back irons the first one. Again, Berry only has 2 points. Those are in the early, I think, in the first half too. MassBay has its first lead of the game. 71-70 with less than 3 minutes to go. Robinson gives it to Hayes. Off the glass, no. Rebound tapped around. Goes out to Boykins. Corner, James drew the foul. It's on Barry, and that'll be his second. 2.5 minutes to go here. James makes the first one. 0 of 2 on his last trip. That would have given CCRI a 71 or 72-70 lead. 2 of 2 on this trip to give CCRI the lead back. 72-71. DeJesus. In silence a little bit lately. In the corner. Dunbar head fakes, kicks it back out. Morris in the corner. And the breaks is Barry. DeJesus has it. Dunbar, 3. Yes! And CCRI answers to equalize at 74. Timeout. I think so. Oh, timeout, and a player down here for MassBay. And hey. Looked down a bit too much of my scorebook to put that one in for Dunbar, but 1:50 to go. MassBay has erased a 19-point deficit. They took their only lead of the game, well, their first lead of the game, 71-70. Just going over the replay real quick to just make sure I've got the right player with the, it was Robinson with the layup to level us at 74. So I ask you, chat, I should have closed this poll a while ago. I ask you, chat, are you not entertained? Although I just realized if you answer yes, that means you are not entertained. You get what I'm saying. All right, here we go. 100 seconds left in regulation. Into the corner. It's Barry. Underhands it to Johnson. Tried to feed Dunbar. Out of bounds. Back to CCRI. Two players have fouled out for MassBay, Corbin and Carroll. Not to be confused with the National League Rookie of the Year. Hayes, three, no! Rebound to CCRI, Garcia's got it. Garcia got a screen, gives it up. Hayes, under a minute to go, under 10 on the shot clock, pass deflected and stolen by DeJesus. Pass deflected again, this time stolen by Hayes. One-on-one with DeJesus. Layup's no good. Ball's out of bounds to CCRI. Timeout Knights. (74) MassBay has trailed by as many as 19 in this game. In fact, as many as 19 in this half. They have led twice at 71-70 and 74-72. When they tied it at 64, that was the first tie since 4-4. And when MassBay tied it at 4, CCRI called a timeout. Timeout that I wasn't sure was necessary, but here we are. An hour and a half later, it's going to come down to the wire. (34) for Josh DeJesus. (18) for Henry Robinson. 20 seconds on the shot clock here for CCRI. On the baseline off the inbound, and there's a foul drawn by Hayes. Daryl Hilliard coming off his bench to give instructions here. Johnson got called for the foul. It's his third. Remember, both teams are in the double bonus, and MassBay has had two players foul out already. Hayes for two. No on the first one. (38.1), so even if MassBay to get this back and make a bucket, there'll still be time on the clock for CCRI. 75-74. 8-second difference between the shot game clock, and it's stolen by Hayes, who gets the deuce. Timeout MassBay. 28.6 to go. 77-74. Jancel Hayes, 3 points and a steal in the last 12 seconds to give CCRI a 77-74 lead. He's got 13 now. Does Hayes. The fouls and the turnovers have piled up just too much for MassBay. Otherwise, I don't know, they may be the ones nursing a 3-point lead. Remember, the fouls in the first half were 9-4 MassBay. And the teams were in the double bonus with 8 minutes to go. Josh DeJesus, who has 34 for the game, is going to trigger the inbound all the way down here. To Morris. Shot clock is off. DeJesus for three! No! Rebound tapped around. Johnson's got it. And before a foul can be called, Daryl Hilliard gets his last time out. CCRI didn't think MassBay had possession. That was definitely a hot potato there, but I guess in the very last moment that he could, like the one little microsecond of time that that Coach Hilliard could, he got the timeout, and 15.1, and MassBay needs a 3 to tie. If you get a quick bucket off of this, you can just get a 2, you can foul, and then hope for the best with the results on the other end. Johnson will trigger the inbound underneath the CCRI hoop, and he is joined by Nicholas, Dunbar, DeJesus, and Morris. Johnson to trigger the inbound again. Dunbar right up close, and one! They got James for the foul. That would be a second. Dunbar to tie. Yes! 77 all. 9 to shoot. Hayes, stolen! What happened? Where's that? What? That was a foul on MassBay? Wow. They got Nicholas for that. Wow. Well, Hayes will go back to the line. Coach Hilliard can't get himself teed up here. First one, no good for Hayes. MassBay has no timeouts, remember. And he's letting his team know about it. Hayes makes it. CCRI leads. Comes into Morris. Hands it off. Dunbar's blocked. And it's over. CCRI wins. MassBay cannot believe it. They had the perfect play set up. Morris to hand it off to Dunbar, a late block. All that contact, neither Dunbar nor Nicholas drew a foul, and that'll do it. absolutely wild game, a game that I never thought would come to this point. But, I mean, all the credit in the world to the Bucs for coming back, down 19 this half, taking the lead twice late, and nearly with a walk-off at the end, but a couple of controversial foul calls and non-foul calls. I gotta do this, sorry. A couple controversial foul calls and non-foul calls will give the win to will result in CCRI getting the win. They'll improve to 3-3 overall and 3-1 in Region 21 play. MassBay falls to 1-2 and 0-2 in Region 21 play. And obviously, just not the way that MassBay wanted this game to end after that comeback. And I'm just hoping that this is, you know, let's get this over with, please, guys. Guys, come on. Yeah, I am glad that, you know, the coaches and the staff are getting in between everyone here. I know it was obviously just an emotional scenario all around, but anyways, CCRI wins 78-77. So with that said, this has been a presentation of LSP, something for everyone for over a decade. Copyright 2023, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of LSP is strictly prohibited. A reminder that you can advertise on future LSP content for as little as $25 a spot. You can hire us to work your next live event or check out our entire array of services and check out our collection of merchandise and game videos. Everything is at LSP37 on Linktree, Facebook, YouTube, PayPal, and Creator Spring. Our next broadcast 2 weeks from tonight. Same time, same YouTube time, same YouTube channel as MassBay hosts UCAP. Again, don't forget to subscribe here to this YouTube channel. And again, it's Linktree, Facebook, YouTube, PayPal, Creator Spring, LSP37. Once again, the final score from the Mount Ida campus of UMass Amherst in Newton, Mass. It is the CCRI Knights 78 and the MassBay Bucs 77. For Saeed Vasugi on camera and all my quite literally rowdy friends here at Mount Ida, my name is Sam Feeler, reminding you forever and always, freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in. Fresh for 2023, suckas. Love you, Katrina. Party hard, Caitlin.